you going, guys? This is Rob Stanson, TISP Research and Development. Had a breakthrough. I had about 5 tests I've done in San Diego and stuff like that. And it's one thing you guys got to know that freaking you have to shield your eyes, your ears, and your brain. We're in a day and age where people that either worked for the government or both, that are literally in security companies, underneath the veil umbrella of the government, doing whatever the fuck they please. Security companies, and then with sister companies of revenge companies, and revenge companies along with torture companies. And torture people that people actually pay for. Or if you bump into one of these assholes, and they will ruin your fucking life. You know, from the get-go, if you see oddball things in your life that are happening that people go, oh, you must have bad luck for the week. Oh, it comes in threes, you know. Or if you run into some that's just some strange anomalies that is not your character or is not in your life, you're being railroaded. And if you think that a TI is just them, you must remember they are just an example of what they can do to you at any point in time. And you people give them that freaking okay and right in any such way or form by saying, oh, my life's an open book. I can say all they want. The old lady. You know, but isn't that your private life? Isn't your brain your own private thoughts, your private everything? But not only they intrude themselves in your mind and your private thoughts, they include their thoughts into yours, giving you bad thoughts. That's what it says in the Bible. You know, snakes in your ears, snakes in the grass, snakes. The hissing in your ears. If you got ringing tinnitus in your ears, you're being fucked with by some asshole up there. Those are the snakes. The apples from the tree. You know? Don't use them. The man's lesson to this earth is literally to ignore them. Demons. You know, that's all they have. Anything good for us? No. They may say good at first, but they'll lead you to where you want. Anything you want to do with your own way, they will freaking, if you want to do, you know, it's control, you know. I mean, some people are open to this and, hey, I don't care, you know, this and that and here and there. You know, you must understand, you know, it takes away our rights, our freedoms, our thoughts, mind control. Listen to your music. It's for a reason. Those people, they were awakened and attacked by the same ones, you know. And if you think, oh, drugs are a bad thing, but listen to your music. Throw out your tapes, all your CDs, and burn them, you know, because that's what has been influencing your life and the colors in your life and everything, and drives you to move forward. You know, you must understand there's powers that think that they run the damn show up there. You know, they're getting in the heads of people and calling themselves gods. You know? And they're not. They're not. Fucking drones that look like stars. I mean, it's true. You take a laser out there, fucking hit one of those things, and you'll see that thing trying to get away from it like a dragonfly. You know? Really, you know, don't blame it on your neighbor. If you have like anger and all this other crap built up in you, you know, and something built up in you, what is that up there? Anything. I'm telling you, these things have been a Magneto godsend. You know, and my glasses that I wear, I have another pair that are amazing, that I built myself, or the pink and I'll put the link down below. If you put the green first inside and the pink on the outside, be careful with the super glue because it will bleed into the pink glasses. The pink ones are 70, the green ones are about 40, 45. I did order a couple other pairs to test out, and these are amazing. The X-ray glasses, these are Nike ones, freaking $230, and I almost want to take them apart and put them on my ears. But I mean, they're good for working at night, to see at night too as well. But I really highly suggest the green and the pink together, and you wear those throughout the day and even night, and because they will send attacks while you're driving and in your eyes and give you a drunken feeling or whatever. If you have one beer or whatever, those set your mindset with like red lights. Bah, 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 bah. You know, I seen all 5 of them come across the whole dashboard and trying to wreck me or crash me or make me like, you know, frequency crack or frequency whatever. I mean, one time I got home from seeing my girl and they hit me hard with frequency. What is that? Ecstasy? No. Frequency. What was it called? LSD. Yeah, and shit. I look at the sky. I'm like, oh wow. There's those waterfalls in the clouds. I was like, wow. I sat back and enjoyed it. I ain't gonna trip out on it. Sit back and enjoy it. I do that with frequency crack or whatever, and I just feel like, well, I just like feel like Captain Jack Sparrow. Oh, you know. And I mean, they showed me that picture that you see on the history books, where planet Earth continues to another planet, or to continues to like heaven or whatever, and it has those islands or whatever, and I was like, and I thought I saw some angel dude sitting up there looking down some wall balcony of the clouds, and I was like, anyways, but yeah, you know, I tripped out on it, you know, but what I'm afraid of is that what they've shown me. I mean, they showed me like a whole community up there, and they turned our world into a computer screen. You know, those chemtrails, that's aluminum and barium. Number one, it turns our planet's air into a computer screen. So that means they can transfer their eye all the way over through the frequencies, you know, all the way to one point, and put a little eyeball right there in different shapes or whatever, and just manipulate, you know, the different things. And it's scattered. It's just like a TV screen. You know, and they can manipulate it, you know, and they do that with everywhere. They can see in your house and everything. And you think that those energies through the walls are clean, you know, and it runs off just like the power lines. The energy fits between the drywall, and it creates like a wall. And when they send a little firing mechanism to your brain or whatnot, and they send it to everyone, trust me, they do. Because if you have anything in your family that is susceptible to cancer or whatnot, they may trigger something in you that will kick something off. Depression, anxiety, freaking everything. Because I've been through it, done it. And I've been fighting ever since to get away from it. You know, and it's been a rough road and huge discoveries every step of the way. And, I mean, you got to shield your brain and your ears. This is my last one in San Diego. These are X-ray glasses, okay? I specifically like the 75%. Let me see if I got that written down. Yeah, I do. Okay, there's, 0.75 rad, millimeter rad, plus negative 0.05 PBEQ, laser OD 6 plus 190 nm to 349 nm, VLT 64% visibility. Well, what I'm using these ones for especially these laser multi-wave Alexandrite. They're amazing. I would pull them on my phone. I'll send a link, but these are about $700 or $600 a pop, and I'm gonna make them into. I'm gonna jewel them. These are clip-ons right here, and these go into my bottom ear holes. These are gold ones. I mean, you can use whatever stud, but if you use metal, it will hurt in the backside, back here when they send directed energy, because all you'll feel is the energy right along the edges. Or even if it's got damage like me, because I got this torn right here, using leather straps instead to strap on with jeweled ears on my last ones, and they're nice and all, but this blocks the radiation that goes in your ears, and oh my god, it's amazing. Any uncomfortable feelings, any irritation, any like anger towards another, any combative stuff like that with your spouse or girlfriend or whatever, all that, and it's like, going, backwards and bumping heads, all that stuff. I'm able to control my own thoughts and my own mind, my own thinking, just by the simple fact of blocking my ears, and as well as the other things that were just like, the confusion and the other bullshit when they get in your head. I mean, if you think some of you people are free or anything of any such matter, you have not shielded your brain, your eyes, or your ears to know the full effect of freedom. Complete fucking freedom of their bullshit. We're a peaceful people. Without them up there, we would be even better of a people. If we even recognize, and if we listen to the Bible, not listening to a snake and slaying him. Those snakes and those stars have nothing good for us. I don't care if you're a good person through your whole life. I don't care. They have nothing good for you in the future, because what they do is they fucking take money, money whores. And they'll take the money for depopulation, and they'll end it. Every civilization since the history of mankind, same freaking people, all by man. I'm telling you, they did the same thing to Jesus. Think about it. Pay attention. What do you go after? The money keepers. What do the money keepers do? Well, he's over there, and they're going. They send someone, these stars, very same stars, very same stone drawers, drone stars, Barabbas, to some person's ear in the crowd. Barabbas. Barabbas. Guess what? Barabbas got free, and they martyred Jesus. Do you see them forgiving our sins? No. This is all one master engineered piece. Something changed. But if you guys realize and research your history, you'll see that it's been going on since the ages, since the age of man, until history, until the earth runs out of time, and just her clock, some clock. I mean, the Aztecas had a clock. All the ancients had clocks, and those civilizations ended. You don't think ours are? You don't think we haven't given those powers power? I mean, look at freaking, cell phone towers. That's energy too. RFID blankets block out some of this stuff too. Not as good as these. And freaking harp. Well, we just give them all the power they want, and freaking magnetrons that they got freaking out there in Europe or wherever the heck that is, Why don't we just give them electromagneticity and power and everything? Frequencies powered up to do whatever they want to us. If you have any things, I'm talking like 4 streams, sexual dreams, or whatnot here and there. There are some sick bastards that have cracked into this code of somehow of the 666 or whatever it is, just to get in your brain, screw it up, give you a ringing, mess up your life. But it just comes to a you listen to Sepultura. You know, it tells you there's an alliance. Even Megadeth tells you, there's an alliance, to freaking, to bury man. This has been going on for centuries, and they get people in these drones and their families and stuff, and create this big alliance, but they're getting depopulated too. These are mercenaries for hire, don't blame the government. Well, I blame the government. Fuck Obama, and all those people. This is Hillary world, and all these freaking people. They're in this occult, and just, they worship Baal, worship freaking the snake, look at the Catholic Church. Dude, why do you think they have that weird little freaking, snake head on their head? Snake, and they worship the snake from the tree, the devil's world. People need to wake up, man, because they're trying to end our Earth a little earlier, and these freaking monkeys, psychopathic nut jobs, are freaking actually tuning people in and then creating themselves as gods in these people's heads. Even if you said you take a couple drinks of whiskey or liquor or whatever, they get in your head. They're in heads even the innocent. They're in all the heads. These are companies that got a hold of this technology, and the power is they can't pass it up. They're corrupted. And the thing, that's what happens with man. That's why there's tests back in the days, about how man will react to power in some sort. They're not responsible, and they take that power to an extent that's like freaking torture people, and they create themselves to be gods or whatnot, and say they're directed to freaking end the world because we're judging mankind, and they say, oh, we're after them because the drugs are such a this and that here and there. No, they're creating a facade to push their agenda. Think about it. To push their agenda. Don't look at what we're doing. Look at what they're doing. Don't look over here. Look at that. Look at that. Full of shit. But anyways, these ears are amazing. Oh my God. I can cut through more shit on this earth and more of their bullshit like no other, just on the ears themselves. I'm talking 85 to 95% of their bullshit is through the ears. And these are rad glasses. The other ones I'm setting up are amazing. Let me show you my little... There we go. Sorry about that. I'm going to run through this so that way you guys get the gist. You should ground your beds. If you got a spring bed, take a little alligator clips and some copper wire. Get Harbor Freight, plug into the wall. Pull out the electrical prongs, the positive and neutral. And then run a cord to your bed. Cut us in the side slot and snap a wire with the alligator clip on the box frame and the spring. Make sure you do that. I do have Magneto helmets that with the magnets it heals. With the magnets and reverse polarity, it's Magneto. It promotes healing. It promotes blood flow, and when it promotes blood flow through your brain, Magneto resurrection is amazing because it will push that blood in there so bad. It's like you have to baby yourself 1 hour a day until you reach up to like be able to sleep with it, because it really and it pushes and opens those veins up. And you got to get a day cap right here. This is Moo Metal. I'm researching some other things This is copper, and it rings around right here. And then I have magnets here. I'm going to do a cowboy hat here pretty soon. And I shaped it to my head. I blacksmithed it. And then the copper goes to a portable ground where it goes to a piece of metal, cut in a circle on the outside. And it works. Works really good. Works really well. I'm trying to improve that. The glasses that I use, they're the green, blue, green, pink ones that I wear. These are for at night. I'm testing them. They're not as adequate, but they're all right. This is Kryptonite, Magneto's eye, Kryptonite. I'll put a link on it. It's on my other videos. Now, I use silver to shield my heart, my chest, your vital organs. I use brass down here for my stomach. It does healing or any healing or abdominal. And then my back, my whole spine has a plate like this. This is all brass. Runs up my spine. Can't really tell. I wear it all day, wear it all night. And it gives metaphysical healing. This has got the Jewish symbol on it. It's freaking amazing. And I put a patriot symbol on there, and look at it. See, you got the Jewish right there. I want to round it off a little better, but I just testing it out and stuff like that. But runs up my back, and I did some leather work, and it's got to touch skin. I did some leather work and stuff, and it's got to touch skin to get that metaphysical, because they're energy weapons. They'll hit your body, and they'll hit this stuff first right here, and it's fine metal. Silver is beautiful, and their energy will bring out the metaphysical and bring it in your body. Look up metaphysical properties of silver, gold, and brass, bronze, and you'll find out how beautiful it is for healing the body. Brass brings out courage and healing and a lot of things. So look it up. It's amazing. Yeah, these ears, it blocks off those induced thoughts, the ringing. The ringing has gone down massively. I barely hear it. And that's the hiss. That's the hiss the Bible is talking about. Suggestive thinking brings out the real voices outside, where they have to talk out there and not in your head. No gainful jolts. Because they send. I've had this ear was like, and I've heard my helmet one time go, and it's just they really put a lot of pressure on here, and I could tell when they're hitting me, because my ears start going off, the ends of them, because I can feel the energy in it. And this is metal. I have to figure that out to change it, or because my ears damaged a little bit, and plus everything pressure on it, things, and so they're still a little tender from splitting my ears. And I was really testing it, and I'm telling you, the physical pain is I would take that more. And ears are the worst, especially when you pierce them. I was going to pierce these, and those are the worst because so much, they're just sensitive. It's like, geez. But when they hit radiation frequencies and all that other stuff, the RF and everything into the ears, you can feel it. You can feel it go, and pressure. You can feel, and it's like, wow. And you'll find out about 85 to 95% of their energy and their control, their thought, mind control, all the bullshit, where you can't have a relaxed mind and get some decent sleep up there, and these things are beautiful. But these things, it's like when you put on a helmet, and sleeping, it kind of hits back here. But I'm trying to figure out a better way to put them on. I did strap and then I zip them up back here, but it tore into my ear right here. So sonic waves, They hit your ear a lot. I mean, the best was for last, and all my shielding and sonic ear. I wish I would have figured out a long time ago, but I worked the best thing to shield is your brain. I've been shielding my brain, and it's shielded 24 hours. I wear this all day and all night, and I put on a Magneto helmet. Which magnets promote blood flow, and blood flow promotes healing, and it heals your brain. And that over time will heal your brain. And then wearing this over during the day and night, is beautiful. Shield your brain. And then I worked from figuring out glasses, and I was like, all right, glasses. And then I put a pair together, the green and the pink, nanometer freaking glasses, and that thing's been a godsend. And I have to order an extra pair. And these radiation glasses, they're adequate and they work good for night, but during the day, I mean, not really. They can work better the other way. You're still receiving. As soon as I shield the ears, magnifico, the best fine wine of freedom that I've ever had. That's amazing. I'm putting together another one, but I'll sell these, and I put them at a decent price and stuff like that. But really easy. If you got it pierced down here, plug them in, and you have to drill a hole through the radiation glasses here, and put a clip on here. If you have any other better ways, please tell me. I like to cover the back end, with some kind of shielding, hard plastic, hard something that connects into here where it couples, and then it covers right here. And that'd be beautiful. I use these because it bleeds out my eyes. Magneto, Sleep Nano Destroyer. When you get that in your eyes, these little particles, you got to bleed them out. Otherwise, you'll get those little show tunes, or you'll get flashy strobe lighting, different shapes of bodies, shadow people or whatever. By the morning comes, your eye would be drained out. They really hit you in different things. But these I make, and by the next morning, I don't get any visuals or any bullshit like that. If you think they can put a TI in visuals, you don't think they're going to give you some frequency LSD and put visuals of other people and starve you, cut your food off, or whatever. You never know. In days, it's all fake. It's just starting it early or whatnot, and you never know what they're going to do. They can put that in anybody's head. I don't care if you're fucking doing drugs or not. They can fucking put that in anybody's head. I lay on this right here, sleep on this right here. This thing, the energy goes, woof. Like I said, if you put, the different pieces for, to ground, because this is grounded top and bottom and stuff like that, and large copper piece, and that energy, I don't feel it. None of it. And I sleep like a baby. I sleep on a spring mattress, and I ground the left side, the right side, like at hotels, and I'll, down the side or whatever, and then ground the bottom bed, and you could sleep on it beautifully, and I spent like 3 nights one time. I'm good to go, but if you have something like this, you sleep on something grounding, it will be beautiful. As well, this right here, this is if you want the Magneto effect, if you want to heal more, because this I put a heart chest, and it has magnets in the back and your spine, and that healed. But the brass did a beautiful job, and silver is amazing, freaking amazing. You gotta remember, you want to live a good, long, productive life. Think about it. Or do you want to just be a stick? then just go about your life and disregard this video whatsoever. All right, just, you know, these are for people that are awoken and maybe they need to learn something about their third eye. This is if you're getting your freaking uterus ripped out. You know, I built this for a female and she loves it. She's amazing. And it shields her from rape, shields her from uncomfortable feelings down in her yoo-hoo. And but I really am gonna make a special one because I like to have a little nina, you know. So I'm going to build something that's maybe this different material. Let me test it out first. It's a hard material. Let me see how it works. But I would love to shield her with some silver and brass. Brass will do some healing down here. But I want to protect the seeds and stuff like that. Because, I mean, I know they're hidden in that spot. Cause I know that for a fact. You know, and it's like, you know, when someone hates someone so bad, they do everything and all things possible. And it's fucked up, you know, especially when it, you know, the punishment does not fit the crime whatsoever, you know. But anyways, some people are just hateful people. I do shoes too, but so I ground it in the back and I ground it in the front, and your foot fits in copper, and it's all right. Barefoot's freaking amazing because once you get your foot to ground, it's just energy flows right out. You know, me, I'm a Blackfoot, so trust me on that one. Respirators. I use these ones right here. They're really good. I get them at a motorcycle shop, and they're amazing. But honestly, I really want to get into that breathing apparatus where the machine fits in a little backpack. It's small. I don't know, like a small mini backpack, and then take those tubes and bring it to my face and then build like a respirator that goes this way, covers the nose and mouth, and just breathe that oxygen that's being made for you. But I got to get a prescription, so I'm working on that. Because I really need, because I go down to San Diego, I can only stay a day and a half. And a day and a half, I'm feeling my brain going. You know, I could feel that. And I mean, I would sleep till noon. I was like, you know, and then I gotta take my medication just to get my blood flowing to the brain and stuff like that. This is serious, and people don't know. That don't have they're not awakened or have anything open in their mind. You know, they're blind to it all. Can't see it. And won't see it. Never will. You know? And it's up to some of those people that are awoken to wake them up. And say, hey, look, you know, you're under control. But if they don't, you know, sometimes it's like, you know, will you fight for your freedom? Or will you just lie there, take the abuse? Fuck that. I'm an Aries. Fuck that. I'm a freaking Aries. Alright, no. But these are the green ones. You can order these ones separate. They're good for addiction as well. But the ears, too, got to be covered. That's pretty much the gist of it. I ordered these right here. But I found them for $3. Well, did I find them? Oh, I found them for $3. Oh, these are different ones. $3.25. There are 2 lenses. And look at the nanometers that they cover up there. I'm hoping they work. They're going to go on test as soon as I receive them. And we'll see how it goes. But these ones I'm using for my ears in the next one. Okay, they're from this company right here. They're about $600 right there. I see how nice and big they are. So they should work really good to cover the ear. They cover NM and as well as radiation as well. So that's important. And you got to remember, it's not just us, TIs or whatever, but I don't consider myself a TI because I'm a Victor, and I'm a Highlander. But every time I go down, like San Diego, it's not my area. It's, it's not lower down to the sea, but unfortunately I'm in love with a woman that is of water, and time. But anyways, the number one thing is to be able to carry on our roots and what we know and the knowledge that we find out for the future, because they want to keep population down to a very low populace. But of course it ain't all our faults, but we're paying for it, and I shouldn't be freaking plucked out with everyone else on this train of hell. It may seem beautiful to you guys, but they are depopulating you. Even if you got a nice boat and all that good stuff in life, is all good. They're depopulating you till you're on the fucking list. So it's just a matter of time. All right, guys. But anyways, just want to tell you, these are amazing. I mean, a lot of your problems and your fight, your drag, your pain, your misery, and your mentality, and etc. is sent through your ears to your brain at a mass proportion that you have no idea. And it took me, I spent 3 years, which is really good, and in my investigations and research and to come up with some of this shielding that nobody has ever had before in their lives, and which you don't have to pay for expensive electronics, this and that. And here you just naturally just things that I have found that work, and they work beautifully, and I attest to them as my name, Robert Daniel Stanson, that everything that I put out there works amazingly. And I've gotten more freer than every man as possible. In these ears, it got me even freer. It's been bad out there in San Diego, and the control factor out there is just because you got to remember, I'm a Highlander, so I go down to San Diego to sea level, and those chemtrail clouds, it just fills in all the layers when it starts raising up higher into the mountains, and it gets worse. Well, Rob Stanson with TISP Research Development, fucking areas, Recon, Magneto.